Today our topic in personal development is building personal brand. So we will see that how we'll brand our personality or ourselves in under this topic. So it's called personal branding. So let's see what it is. So under building a personal brand, we will see what is a brand, and then what is the mean by personal brand and how we develop a personal brand, and then what is the importance of personal brand, why we want to develop a personal brand. So let's see, discuss this topic one by one. So let's see what is a brand. I know the business student or the marketing student know that the meaning of the brand or branding. So a brand is a name, term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies products or service as distinct from those of the others. So basically, brand is a name, uh, a design, a symbol, or a logo. So which um, identifies our product, or and it's also distinguish our product from our competitor. So that's called brand. So personal brand is in many ways similar to the corporate brand, like any other product or any other service or any other institution. So what basically we do to develop that, we will define that who we are, what we stand for, what are our values, and how we express our values. So a personal brand helps us to communicate a unique identity and clear value to the other. So basically, a personal branding is your story. So what you are, uh, what you do, what are your value system, and how you will be different from the other people, and what kind of value you give to the other. So after defining the brand, let's see what personal branding is. So branding is the conscious and intentional effort to create or influence public perception of an individual by positioning them in a society. So basically, we do a conscious or intentional efforts to create our perception in the society about ourselves and positions ourselves. Position means where we want to see ourselves in the uh, society. So what kind of reputation or what kind of things we want to know that people will be know us by that thing. So it's called positioning. It is also we do positioning in the product and services as well. Developing a personal brand might sound challenging, but they are incremental steps you can take to build you as a brand. It is a challenging job. It's not easy to make yourself a valuable brand, but if you do certain steps incrementally, one by one, we might uh, develop our brand, personal brand. So here are some tips to help you to create an authentic personal brand and amplify your personality in the process. So we can boost our personality by doing these things, and we can make our brand and make ourselves distinguished from the other people. So these are the few steps in the next slides we are going to discuss. So in next discussion we will put together some steps to develop our personal uh, brand. So how we will branding our personality. So first of all, just figure out who you are. So in order to build a personal brand that accurately reflects your personal and professional identity, you first need to know who you are. So first we have to analyze ourselves, our personality, that what we are. So then you have to create a list of your personal strength and weaknesses. So basically we are doing a analysis of our personality to find out that what are our strong point and what are our weak points are. So how we do that? By asking following questions: in which area of work do I excel? What are the best, in which area I can perform best, what motivates me, what are the things which motivate me, the characteristics have other complemented me, that like the things in me, and then which jobs or assignment have other had to help me with repeatedly. So by this we will find out that we are weak in this area because we have to get the help from the others. Which role or jobs seem to be drain my energy? What are the jobs or assignments or things uh, I do which I have to use more energy? That means I don't like it or I don't know those jobs. So which jobs or assignment can I spend hours on without feeling overwhelmed or tired? So what are the jobs or roles I like to do that? So by this we can find out that what are my strong point and what are my weak points. So if you are struggling to answer these questions, ask your friends, family or your co-workers how they would describe you. So take the help from them, instead of maybe sometimes it's problem to taking, getting your own analysis. So just ask your people around you. Once you are more aware of different facets of your personality, you can, decide how best to brand them. So basically, we have to promote our strengths, our strong points to have our personality a better or positive branding. The next things you have to make a decision that how you want to be known, that what kind of reputation you want to have. So your personal brand is more than a reflection of you, of your today. So it is roadmap for where you have to go. So then, in addition to understanding your existing skills and competencies, also assess your strengths and weaknesses as it relate to whichever industry or career you want to break into next. So you have to find out your strength and your competency and which the next phase you have to go in your career. So by doing this, you will uncover the skills and the traits that make you distinct. So as well as area where you need to improve or gain new knowledge in order to advance. So forecasting where you want to be in 5 to 10 years or attributes you want to be known for can help you better determine what steps you need to take in order to get there. So you have to forecast where you have to going, what kind of traits or what kind of skills you need to be successful in that profession. So we'll start working on developing your personality. So it is very important that you know your roadmap where you have to go and and where you will be in 5 to 10 years. After doing your self-analysis and then uh, putting your future goals and path in front of you, then you have to define that who are your audience, basically to whom you are going to interact, who are your target people with whom you are interact with them on daily basis in your personal life or in your professional life. So before you start crafting your personal brand, you also need to determine who you are trying to reach or interact. So are your parents, siblings, friends, class fellows, teachers, peers, recruiters, employers, subordinates, or followers, or the partner. So all you have in your life, or even in your personal life, in your college life, or your professional life, you have to see with whom you are going to interact. So sooner you define the audience, is easier it will be to craft your story. So because you will be better understand the type of your story you need to tell and where you need to tell it. So how you need to tell it. So this is it is very important that you know that to whom you are going to influence or who are going to basically brand. Why we make the brand? To sell some products. So same thing when we are developing a personal brand, we are selling ourselves, and that people will like us. So for this reason we need to know that whom we are interacting, who we have to sell us. We have to be good with in front of our parents, our friends, class fellows, our employers, future employers, or our partners. So we have to see that who are our audience, and we have to make a story for ourselves, that what we are, which we did in the first step. Then next is that you have to do the research about your desired field and follow the expert in that particular field. So like I already discussed in the previous, that you have to find that in which field you want to go. You want to become a business man, you want to become a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a fashion designer, you want to be a diplomat. So you have to select which is, or you have to find that which one is your desired field. So as you start mapping out the careers in which you want to go, it is recommended that you start compiling research on expert on those roles. So you will see who is your role model basically, and then you start to follow that. Because if you want to be a fashion designer, you have to see who is the top fashion designer in this field. If you want to become a diplomat, you will see that who is the top diplomats in this world, or in this time. And if you want to become a doctor, you see who is the top. So you have to select your role model. So find out who the thoughts leaders are in what fields you are interested in. Thought leaders mean who are influencing the fields, who are the on that number one. So don't just follow them. Go online and find out if they have blogs or where they contribute their thinking. So you follow them, maybe their article, their books, or read that about them, so you have more knowledge about them, that how you have become successful in that particular their field. Look for people who are successful and examine what they are doing. So imitate them, and then do one better. So just follow them, try to do like this. So role model mean anything they are doing, you have to follow them. So in building a personal brand, your goal is to stand out. Stand out means you have to become on the top, on the different and distinguished. So, but you cannot rise to the top without taking inventory of you who are already there. So you have to see that who are in the field. So you have to compete them in, or just follow that. So it's very important that make your benchmark. What is your benchmark? What is your goal? Where you want to reach in that particular desired field. So it is very important that you know all these things, your desired field, and then expert in that. So to express yourself to uh, what you are, you have to develop a elevator, a pitch, or a story. So what you have to tell people or what you want to tell to people about yourself to become a standout person, or people will listen to you, or they they follow you, or they will impress by you, or you become like hireable, or you become like friendable. So as you begin to conceptualize your personality, you are putting together your personality in one personal brand. Spend more time crafting an elevator pitch. What is elevator pitch is because 30 to 60 second story about who you are. So in for example, when you go for interview or anywhere, the new place, so you have a story that you can explain in like 30 to in 1 minute. So prepare an elevator pitch to make it easy to describe briefly. You can write it down, and what do you do, and where you are going. So where you like to go in career in the future. So so your present things and your future. So we need to come up with very short, concise things to say, stories to tell, that frame your attributes in the right light. We have to put together all the story, and all your attributes to put together in a right positive manner. Keep your elevator pitch brief by focusing on a few key points you want to emphasize. So it is very important, because people don't have time, and you have to impress people in the few words. So it's very important when you introduce yourself, you should have a 30 to 60 seconds things which you can tell people, and it will be the core, or it will be reflection of your whole life or your personality. This could include the new field you are looking, have strength in the particular niche, or recently increase the value of your personal or professional career. So it's very important. Basically, this is kind of you are going for interview. Then the next is the networking. Is very in this world nowadays, it is very important that you have a kind of effective and appropriate networking. So you have a connection with the people, especially your audience, like we have discussed was. So you have to be connection with them, you know, As you cultivate your ideal personal brand, it is important to interact regularly and effectively to grow your professional circle. So it's very important that when you have a brand, for example, in marketing, when they have a brand, they will network. They create a network of advertising or promotion or distribution. So same thing with the personal brand. So we have to be interacting with the people. We should have connection with them. Interacting with peers and industry leaders by going to formal or informal network events. So we have to go meet them, and we have to get together. There are always meetings or this kind of fairs are. So we have to participate in that. The more professional connection you make, the more value you can provide in your interaction. The more likely it is that your personal brand will be recognized. So when you are participating in this kind of or creating a network, people will start recognizing you. If you are in fashion, if you are in medicine, in your engineering, so when you go in this kind of seminars, if you speak there, they will start looking at you or listening you and recognizing you. And if you are good, your brand or your personal brand becoming more valuable. The next step, which is a kind of very important for us, is getting the recommendations about your abilities, about your skills, about your other attributes. And so having current and former friends and teachers, colleagues or managers endorse you in one of the easiest and most effective ways to define your personal brand, allowing others to communicate your value for you. For example, teacher is recommending you, or the manager under whom you work recommending you and telling you about your good things. Of course we always get the then referrals, then reviews, and then testimonials. You mostly know these things, that we need this to back up our resumes, to back up our personal brand. So it's very important that we should have recommendation from our friends, mostly more important from your teachers or from your colleagues or the manager with whom you work or with under whom you work. So it is very important that you have that recommendation. Since nowadays we are in the social media world, so it is very important that we have to grow our presence online very effectively. When we are saying effectively, we should have uh, such kind of presence that our audience with whom we want to interact, they should listen us or they should find us. So this is one of the most important aspects of personal branding, is making sure that your online presence is engaging with your audience. It's very important that you are in that circle where you are working or where you want to go for work, so they will know that what how you um, what you are doing. So you showcase basically your thing on your online different different media outlets you have. So with so many different social media tools available today, our online presence will likely look different depending on medium you choose. So while your story should match across all platforms, once you know where your target audience is most likely to turn, you can redouble your efforts in telling your best story there. So be careful if you are using more than one medium on the social media. So your story should be consistent. You should be know they are reinforcing each other. Is not contradicting, and you don't have some people have different stories for each medium. So no. And then if you find when you find out that this is our most this medium is mostly with interacting with our audience, so you work more on that. And so additionally, if you want one of your site or profile to be exclusively for friends, family, just your privacy settings should be ensured that potential employers do not stumble upon any information that could potentially harm your chances of landing a job. So they advise you sometime your personal things should be separate from your professional life. So you maybe use different media or different medium tools to propagate yourself, or so here is some platforms specific tip to help you effectively craft your personal brand online, like LinkedIn, LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook or some, there are some professional and there are some personal. So it is your choice that how you want to and who are your audience and where you have to uh, stay on, where you have to show your own online presence more. After putting too much emphasis on online presence, so remember this is, your personal brand is just isn't just online. So your brand is more than just a not online persona. It is how you carry yourself at home, in the office, even in your daily commute. So all your life is a, is influencing your personal brand, and it is basically becoming the reflection of your life. So it is not just, because sometime on social media we are different, and in personal life physically we are different. So physically and virtually we should be same. So your reputation is everything. So more opportunity you have to work with others, volunteer for projects, assert yourself as a leader, take them that part of your brand. That, so interaction, not only virtual interaction, physical interaction, and it is also very important. The story you tell combined with those everyday's interaction ultimately define your personal brand. So everything you do, because if you are rude, your brand will become a rudy person. If you are good, helpful, volunteer your leadership skills, so people will endorse you also. So uh, you know in other words, your personal brand is your total life, with all your kind of audience and your all aspects of your life, professional or personal. So these were few steps you have to take, and I briefly explained because there's much detail and you have to do every day and for your whole life to build your personal brand. So be careful, if a small thing can ruin your personal brand. So you have to be very careful, especially when you come in the professional life, or when you grow up, and even when you become adult, your all actions are all attributed, added into your uh, reputation. You all know these things. So basically your reputation, good or bad, is becoming your personal brands. So why we want to develop our personal brand, and why I added this topic in that, because personal development depends on your personal brand. Basically when we are developing personally developing basic, in my opinion, basically we are developing our brand, our reputation. So uh, so what are the importance? Like I put few lines here, simply. So uh, you gain a positive name recognition. If you do good things, become positive, but if you do bad things, become negative. But also get important people's attention, that you will, if you will get the attention of those people who can influence your life, or they can support you. Like I will give you example, in my class, students who are, I look good, I always try to help them, in their academic and as well as in their professional life. Same thing is your parents, the same thing is with your friends, same thing is your employer, same thing is all the people, if you are good brand, people will give you more attention. Then relationship, it helps you to build the relationship. If you are a good brand, you people will try to build a good relationship automatically, and then improve exposure to a larger audience. Then from your smaller audience you can go to the bigger audience. You have seen that, if you see the successful stories, people who have more audience, larger audience, are more successful brand. And then build trust and confidence. Branding, one of the objective of branding is trust and confidence. For example, when we go and buy brand, why we brand? Because we trust on that brand. For example, we say this brand is good, we should buy this. When you want to buy a computer or you want to buy a phone, you see the brand. You don't buy, for this reason you are not buying non-branding things, because you don't trust them. Then also it enhances your online visibility. When you try to build your brand online, people start seeing the, then becoming you more memorable mean they will remember you. And when we study the branding, the the value of brand is that how many people know the name of that brand. For example, if you say Coca-Cola is the number one brand of the world, it means the most of the population of this universe or this world has has known the name of Coca-Cola. Same thing. Then relatable mean they can relate themselves with you. That way, because like I explained to you that you want to uh, see the who are the top in that profession. If you are in that profession and you are doing good thing, people will start following you. You have seen on the social media, the more followers you have, the better brand you have. In other words, if you are Instagram, if you are even you can make money because there are people who will give you money there because people are following you. So anything you read or write or anything you put on that, people follow you and see. Then also create a loyalty for you. So this, if you have better brand, is also loyalty. Like I said, memorable, also loyalty. So more people are, if you are more people are lied toward you, they come back to you. So it will become brand is better, because if you go and buy one thing and then next time you go also buy same thing, that means called loyalty. Same thing is with you. If you are good, people will becoming loyal with you. Then you control how people view you, because with your brand, with the formal structure, and deliberately and consciously, you are also start controlling the people through your brand. And then build consistency in you. Of course, when like I explained to you, your life or total life is like your brand. So you become consistent. You don't want to do anything which ruin your brand or you ruin your personality or your personal brand. So set your personality apart from the crowd. The last and not the least, which is our main objective, is, so in this competitive world, we want to become distinguished. We want to become apart from. So we develop a brand that people will see you, that okay, there are billions of people in this world. So people will come to you, come after me, mean come to you for help or for your brand. So this is the most important objective, or the importance of the brand building is. So these were simply I explained to you these things, so we can discuss it more if you have any question. I hope you like it, and it is very important that you build your brand to become more competitive in this world where there is a cutthroat competition is. So I hope you like that, and if you have any question, I will be glad to answer your question. Thank you.